This is, on paper at least, a fight they should win, but Charnbayeu is not inexperienced in the World Series of Boxing. He's campaigned for the Mumbai Fires earlier on in the tournament's life.
Please welcome to the ring, blue corner from Mexico, Julio, Castillo.
Well, Castillo, as I mentioned, only came into the lineup towards the end of the season, finished 7th in the rankings despite only boxing 3 times. 2 of his wins came away, and he got a win over Evgeny Tishenko of the Russian boxing team as well. Former AZB World Championship silver medalist, and that was a big, big victory. Leanid Charnbayeu selected ahead of Abdulkadir Abdullayev, who was 6-0 in the regular season. 3rd in the rankings. Actually would have finished top if he'd boxed 7 times and won on that 7th occasion. He would have leapfrogged Vasily Levitt and Arizlandi Savon and finished top of the shop. So it'll be very interesting to see what Charnbayeu has got. Castillo, hailing from Ecuador, 26 years old. Charnbayeu from Belarus, 4 years his junior. And this bout could be absolutely pivotal in the context of the whole match. 5 more bouts to come tomorrow, of course, at flyweight, lightweight, welterweight, light heavyweight and super heavyweight. And Mexico will be absolutely desperate to take a 4-1 lead into tomorrow. Something that the Azerbaijan Baku Fires will be just as keen not to happen. Castillo boxing out of the southpaw stance. Charnbayeu immediately comes looking for him, but was countered effectively there by Castillo. Looks a little bit fleshy, shall we say, in places. He could probably trim a little bit off there, Julio Castillo, I would think. I might be being slightly unkind, actually. Charnbayeu looks to be an aggressive, come-forward type of fighter. Castillo looking to use those feet a little bit more. Stepping up that southpaw jab. Charnbayeu isn't going to look to use the jab all that much. He's going to try and slip onto the inside and let go with those bent arm punches. Charnbayeu just made to miss. Castillo just slipping nicely under the hook. Nice right hand there from Castillo as he just circled away to his right hand side. Charnbayeu goes down, but not courtesy of a clean punch. That's 10 seconds of the first round. Clash of styles, really. Castillo, much looser, more languid kind of fighter. Charnbayeu just looking to barrel forward and let loose once he gets into range. It's not been an easy thing to do for him so far. But Castillo hasn't really landed too much of any great note. Nice left to the body, but then the right just fell slightly short. Both traded right hooks there, and two of the judges have been more impressed there, I think, by the aggression of Charnbayeu. One has given the round to Castillo. Castillo more of a boxer, and in bouts like this it can be very subjective. You often in boxing hear the phrase, it depends on what you like. I find it pretty unsatisfactory myself, but unfortunately it does. Some judges prefer the fighter who comes forward and makes the fight, even if they don't really land all that much. Others prefer the boxer, the more technically proficient fighter. I'm in the latter camp myself, really, but I can see the arguments on both sides. Just think at times maybe judges should be given slightly clearer direction on what they're supposed to be looking for. Nice combination there from Castillo. Trying to move those feet, Castillo, then fire out the southpaw jab, holds those gloves low. Nice flurry there from Castillo. Just seemed to trip maybe on one of the advertising cubes almost as he dragged his feet away. Straight left hand from Castillo was a little unorthodox, but got through the guard. Castillo launching raiding missions, really. Getting in, throwing 2-3 punches, then getting out again. Good evasive work there from the Mexico Guerrero. He's just a little bit too hesitant here, Charnbayeu. He needs to get his shots away. He's got to let his hands go. He wants to get into the right range before he does, but just being jabbed away fairly effectively there by Castillo. He's going to have to take punches to get onto the inside. There's no escaping that fact. For Charnbayeu at the minute, he's making it a bit too easy for Castillo to get away from him. Been a good round this for Castillo. He's really used his boxing skills. It'll be interesting to see what the judges make of it. Right hand lands there, I think, from Charnbayeu, right on the bell. Difficult to see from our angle. Caught on the shoulder, that left hook. Nice jab there from Castillo. Good combination and then moves away and just got caught on the ropes more than anything else. I think some of the spectators thought that he might have been caught by a punch, but he absolutely wasn't, and that was some nimble footwork and upper body movement as well. Well, everybody's gone for Castillo there, and that is no great surprise. So level on 2 of the cards. Castillo with a 2-point advantage on the 3rd. Bit low from Castillo. Charnbayeu just drawing the referee's attention to that. Charnbayeu trying to get to work with the uppercut on the inside, and Castillo just a little bit more static in this round so far. Popping out the jab, happier to get in close. Nice 1-2 there. Caught by the right hand though of Charnbayeu, and he doesn't really need to fight this kind of fight, Castillo, really. That was a good exchange from him, but then got tagged by the right. Just an interesting kind of switch in tactics, really. He stopped moving those feet, and he's occupying centre ring a bit more. I can't really work out why, I must admit. That second round was a clear win for him. He didn't achieve it fighting like this. Doubled up with the right hand, hooked to the body and then fired up the uppercut. He does dip low at the waist, Castillo. Referee Marius Gorni having a word with both of them. Good referee, Marius Gorni, I always think. Doesn't get involved unless he really has to, but has got a good kind of air of authority about him. And this will suit Charnbayeu more. He's coming off second best still in these exchanges, but this gives him more of a chance. Having said that, I do still think this is a Castillo round, so maybe he's just showing all the different sides to his game, as it were. But having found one that seems to have worked against his opponent in the second round, I just thought he would probably stick with that, given how crucial this particular bout could be. Well, he's just dipping out of the way there, Castillo. He's not dipping below the waist, which is the rule. Well, goes at the end of round 3, and Charnbayeu, I wouldn't say he looks like a beaten man exactly, but I think he realises that he's just in against a more skilled boxer here. He had some success in that first round just by coming forward, really. But not only is that slightly one-dimensional, it's also quite tiring, particularly if you start to get caught with punches. Well, all 3 judges have gone for Charnbayeu in that round, and that is not what I saw. But he now has a 1-point lead on 2 of the cards. Castillo with a 1-point lead, according to Judge C, so that makes things very interesting with 2 rounds to go. And I wonder whether the Mexico Guerreros are seeing it like that as well. because they may feel that he's in control of this fight, but according to the cards, he's not. He did engage more close in the third round, but I thought he had the better of it still. Nice combination again there from Castillo, and he's holding his feet again in this fourth round. Right hand thrown in, finds the target. I'm astonished by the scoring of that third round, I really am. Just pumping out those fists there, Castillo. I don't think he will think for 1 second that he's behind in this fight. But he's still got time to do something about it. Charnbayeu trying to let the right hand go, but by the time he did, Castillo had moved in, and really Charnbayeu was kind of smothered his own work there. Not too much has been done by either of these two fighters in this round. I would still say that Castillo's work has been the more eye-catching. He's had the odd flashy combination. Well, he's warned him about the head a few times now, about dipping too low as he sees it, Marius Gorney, so a point deduction can't be far away. And again, it'll be interesting to see how the judges score this round, because this has been, I would say, a more even round than the last one, and they gave that to Leanid Charnbayeu. So if he gets this one, then he'll be almost out of sight with a round remaining, because he's a 1 round up on 2 of the cards, 1 round behind on the other one. I would at worst have this level. I say at worst, looking at it from Castillo's perspective. The score I would return currently would be 39-37 Castillo, which would be 3 rounds to 1. I can understand the first round going to Charnbayeu, but can't really see it in any of the others. I really can't. And all the highlights we're seeing here, they're all action from Castillo. Well, all 10 nines for Castillo this time, so he's 1 card up, 39-37. The other 2 are draws, 38s. So it all goes on this final round. Castillo just needs to win it on 1 of those 2 cards, and he will win by split decision. Charnbayeu, he needs to win it on both of those 2 level cards. Castillo jabbing, keeping his man just where he needs him. Uppercut there from Charnbayeu, got through. And it would have been really interesting to know what was said between rounds in the corners. I'm sure that Charnbayeu would have been told that he's got to win this round. I'm not absolutely sure that Castillo will have been told that out of caution more than anything else. That's probably what they would have said. But I think the coaching staff of Mexico, in their minds, will have felt that he's probably already done enough. wild overhand left. Didn't find the target from Castillo. Good combination there from Castillo, and then just moves his feet and gets away. He's employed that movement more in this final round than he did in the third and the fourth. He's mixed things up. I don't think he necessarily needed to, but that's the way he's gone about it. 3 straight wins at the end of the season, so he's very much the man in form. Charnbayeu has never stopped trying, he's never stopped coming forward, but he wears a left hand there. Nice flurry, good 1-2 there from Castillo. Left hand there from Charnbayeu, found the target. Castillo just looks to pick up those feet, injects a little bit more movement. A little bit low, that, I think, with the right hand. Right hand from Castillo. Into the final 30 seconds, it's been fairly even this round. I would still find in favour of Castillo here currently, because I'd say that he's landed the more clean punches, but Charnbayeu has caught him with a couple of fairly eye-catching efforts. So you just never know which way this final round might go. If either can provide a big finish here, then it could be enough to nick it. 10 seconds. Nice right hand from Castillo there as he moved away to his right-hand side. And the bell goes at the end of the fight. Castillo celebrates, but it's close. Level 38-38 on 2 cards, remember, going into this 5th and final round. On the 3rd card, Judge C had it 39-37 in favour of Castillo, so it's impossible to see that one being turned around, but we'll just have to wait and see. Somebody is going to get a tight one here, even if it does go by UD to Castillo. 2 of the scores would be by just a single point. The 5th and final bout of the first day of this playoff match between the Azerbaijan Baku Fires and the Mexico Guerreros. Our MC has just been given the all-important slip of paper.
Judge Kayla, 47-48.
That's Castillo.
Judge Lichini, 47-48.
And Castillo's got it.
Judge Boykas, 46-49. The winner is Julio Castillo.
Well, Castillo gets it by unanimous decision. All 3 judges gave him that final round, so he wins it by scores of 48-47 twice and 49-46. I'd have scored it 49-46 myself. I can see how you could give Charnbayeu that first round, but I couldn't give him anything else. The scoring of the 3rd round, where all 3 judges gave it in favour of Charnbayeu, has left me scratching my head. The final outcome, though, is another win for the Mexico Guerreros. And after the first day of competition in this first playoff, they take a very healthy 4-1 lead into tomorrow's bouts. So good action from the Guba Olympic Complex, and it has finished Azerbaijan Baku Fires 1, Mexico Guerreros 4.